Polar bears, they be chilling up there, North Pole, South Pole, Antarctica, whatever. I mean, they got all that fur, so it's not like they're cold or nothing. I mean, like you see a polar bear, and then it's just like, man, just like, look at how furry that thing is, you know what I'm saying? I bet polar bears, they got so much fur. I wonder, like, if polar bears, they ever walk up to each other, and they'll be like this, they'll be like, yeah, man, I bet polar bears do that all the time, man. But, like, polar bears, like, they got the sweet life, you know? Like, you ever seen the show Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? How about the sweet life of Polar and Polar? The bears. You know, and it's just like that. Like, polar bears, like, they'd be living up there in the North Pole, South Pole, Antarctica, whatever. They got a lot of snow around them. Like, it's not like they got a job. They don't gotta go home and they buy food for their family. They don't gotta work. They don't gotta do nothing. They do whatever the heck they want. They can go outside and build a snowman. They make snow angels. I mean, go hunting. I mean, they feed their young. I mean, like, with the animals they hunt or whatever. Like, they got it made, man. Like, it's easy life being a polar bear. But then, here's the deal, man. It's like, then they get Coca-Cola, and they brainwash them. Brainwash! Yeah, they brainwash the Coca-Cola company, and they're like, you need to support polar bears. Yeah! And Coca-Cola's all like, why, yes, I do believe that polar bears, need some help there, yes, but polar bears, they're very, very, helpless, you know? Yeah, we're Coca-Cola, yeah. This isn't even Coke, but yeah. And then they'll just be like that, and then Coca-Cola gives them all this money. Then they end up making, like, them white Coke cans, and they put polar bears on all their cans, and all their bottles, and all that stuff. And then they're just like, support polar bears! And it's like, dude, are you for real? Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my gosh, that was intense. That was an intense sneeze. Alright, anyways. So, in the wise words of my friend Noah, bless you. That's an inside joke. Anyway, so, back to polar bears. So, polar bears, like, and then Coca-Cola's giving them all this money, and Coca-Cola's like, here you go, polar bears, have all of our money. I don't know why Coca-Cola's Russian now, but hey, why not? I mean, YOLO, right? So, like, they're like, here you go, polar bears, have the money, have all the money. And the polar bears like, cha-ching, we got the money. We got the money. Oh yeah, we are the polar bears. Polar bears. With all that money that Coca-Cola is giving them polar bears, I want to know what they're doing with it. You know, I bet what they're doing, I bet all of them polar bears are saving up all that money from Coca-Cola, and they're buying themselves a hot tub. I bet every polar bear family has a hot tub by now. You know? And you know what happens when a polar bear steps into a hot tub? Do you know what happens when a polar bear gets in a hot tub? It gets wet. Yeah, so it's not bad enough that polar bears, they've got their life made, they've got their life set, they got a great life, you know, life of a polar bear is sweet. And then, like, Coca-Cola's giving them all this money to buy all these, like, hot tubs and whatnot. If that's not bad enough, they gotta be interrupting your Super Bowl commercials. So you'll just be sitting there watching the Super Bowl, chilling, just be like, yeah, go 49ers, yeah. And then all of a sudden, up out of nowhere, you see all these polar bears in there trying to look like they're animated, but you know they ain't. They come up in there, and then they start dancing, and they're like, we are polar bears! Woo, yeah, party time! Oh, yeah, party time! And then they're like having this big old party, and they're like, yeah, polar bears! Woo! And then it's like, dude, what happened to the game, man? I was watching the Super Bowl. Like, what the heck? All these polar bears dancing on my TV. Then at the end of the commercial, they're all like, please support polar bears. Text polar bear now to donate $5. And it's like, please. Do you really think I'm going to donate $5 to some polar bear party? All these polar bears are up there drinking all this Coca-Cola, and they're all like, hey, yo, polar bears. And they're like sliding down the snow and all this partying and having a great time. And I'm like, man, I'm not paying for that. what I always say is, if a polar bear has a party, why should I have to pay for it, you know? So I ain't donating no money to no polar bears. But in all seriousness, like, I know, legit, like, polar bears, I mean, I guess they could have a hard life. It's like, a walrus ate my mommy. Well, yeah, that's the kind of stuff polar bears go through every day. So the next time you're going to think about criticizing a polar bear, think twice. Man, I don't even know what the point of this video is, or where this video is going, so I'm just going to end it right here. So, yeah, so I hope you guys liked the video. Yeah, polar bears. Interesting, yes, yeah. So, yeah, so just, like it, comment, favorite, whatever. Yeah, so then, like, Gag TV Show Facebook page, and follow me on Instagram. See you guys later. Oh, and also, don't forget the most important thing is to subscribe. Woo! Peace out, homie G.